We've got United and Chelsea at half five, an intriguing one. I think that Manchester United are actually going to win that game because that's just what they do in this cycle that they've been in for the last 6 years under Solskjaer and Ten Hag, and now moving into Amorim. There's a lot of question marks after the City derby, and just people kind of feeling like he is on his way out almost. And I think they're going to get up, and I think they'll turn it around, and I think they'll get a performance and they'll get a result in this weekend. To be honest, and kind of wouldn't mind that because then everyone gets back on the well. Hold on, is he actually doing okay train here? And Chelsea are going to have to deal with for the first time in a while. I'm not counting last season in the Conference League because of how they did it with the squad, but Chelsea for the first time in a long time are going to have to deal with playing 2 games in a week. They played Bayern Munich, they got beat by them. It's a little bit of a wake up call coming into the Champions League again because I don't think Bayern are like what they've been and what they've always have been. I think Bayern are absolutely there for the taking in Europe. I don't think they're the absolute elite at the moment, and they lose that game. So Chelsea are coming off the back of that too. Energy wise, they'll be a little bit less. United have had all week to train and prepare for it, they coach it, and if anything for United, that's going to be more eyes on Amorim to see like, well, why are you just still doing the same things here if you've had a whole week to train and prepare for this game? So I think United, honestly, I do think United nick it. I think it's going to be quite a drab game. Rangers Hibs is on the telly, which I'll get into at 5:45 after I go through the English games. I think I'd rather tune into Rangers and Hibs, to be honest, than that Man United Chelsea game. I think it'll be quite drab. I think it'll be like 1-0 to United, maybe even a 1-1. I don't think it'll be dramatic. Look, I'm always here if I call a game not to be dramatic. I'm always here if it does go dramatic, in particular if Man United are involved and they maybe don't win. But yeah, I can see United getting something out of that game, a 1-0 win. I'm going to go with that. Man United to beat Chelsea 1-0. I don't like that, but it's big for Amorim. It really, really is. He's got to show here that he's not on the slide and the decline down. There's obviously lots of reports on Twitter this week that United are going to get rid of him in the October international break if results kind of carry on the same. If they don't, we'll see. But he has a lot to prove. There's a lot going on there, and he needs to kind of make that step up. And we'll just see what happens with it. We'll just see Chelsea, Cole Palmer, and everything like that. He gets the goal last night, so that's 2 goals in open play for him, which everyone's kind of been hammering on at him about. And yeah, he needs to lead the line and lead this Chelsea team. But the midfield of Chelsea of Enzo and Caicedo against that Man United midfield, if he doesn't change it up, I just don't see United getting much change out of that at all. So if Chelsea can get a hold on the game, it could be quite boring as well. Maresca's a bit kind of that Pep philosophy, styley manager where he wants to kind of move teams around, but it's a bit, don't know, it's a bit slow for me. It's a bit less like spark and kind of oomph to it than kind of what Pep's peak teams have had, certainly in the last recent years. So, yeah, I think the midfield battle could be where United get really done, but if Amarin's had the full week to go on it, wouldn't surprise me if they get out there and get 1-0 win. So I'm going for it. I'm going United to beat Chelsea 1-0. Then 5:45, as I said, will be the game that I'm gonna tune into, probably ahead of United Chelsea, depending on where I'm at. I might get both of them on, but it's Rangers and Hibs, and we know how much pressure Russell Martin is under. He's taking the boys to Loch Lomond this week. He's having the absolute piss take out of him. It can't be an enjoyable time being him at the moment, but that's what you get into the job for, and that's what comes with it. And look, it's against a really good Hibs team that again need to maybe just start getting some wins under the belt and doing it again consistently. It's not like they're losing games, but they're giving leads up, they're going behind and stuff like that. They're just very, very energetic. They've obviously have no games this midweek at all, neither the Rangers, but Hibs just a bit more powerful, a bit more physical, just a bit more to them against this Rangers side. So it's really going to depend on if Russell Martin's done anything different this week in training to change the guys' headspaces to be able to get the players playing. But Ibrox, again, is going to turn extremely toxic early on. If Hibs can do something similar and just get on top of them early and frustrate the crowd and everything like that, it could be a really, really bad one. And if he loses that, can he survive? I mean, there's a lot going on online about, the fans have met with the board and saying they don't think he should continue, and the board said they're going to continue to back him. Let's see if they do on Saturday. Oh, what do I think is going to happen there? I do think Hibs might beat them, I just think they're done. I just think mentally they're done. I don't think they want Martin in. I think he's struggling. But look, from a coaching point of view, I hope he's turned it around, and I hope what he's done this week is given them a bit of a clear head and a bit of a clear mind, and they can get out there and they can play a little bit at the weekend. I've got friends, I've got family that are Rangers fans. So I hope he can do something for them, but I think Hibs are really good. I do think Hibs are decent. I think Hibs will look at Hearts and say, let's go and do what our Edinburgh rivals did, and we can go there and beat them at Ibrox.